Time is money. It's an old saying, and it's especially true on a construction site. With the high cost of personnel and equipment, minutes wasted can cost you hundreds of dollars. When working with rebar, pre-caging is a surefire way to move the job along quicker. And the fastest, easiest way to splice cages into place is with the Lenton line of taper-threaded mechanical couplers from Arico. It's the best way to do pre-caging. With pre-caging, you put the cages together on the ground or on the deck of your structure. A crew can work comfortably, quickly, and safely building the cage, connecting the vertical bars using saddle ties that hold the cage securely together while flying it into place, but allow the bars to turn freely when the cage is tied in. While one crew is building cages on the ground, another crew can be connecting them to the structure. Richard Buchanan, General Foreman with Great Western Erectors, tells us about setting a cage in place.
Once you pick the column, set it down into place, you have your Lentons already on your dowels coming out of the slab, and the Lenton system goes down in, being just tapered, and it lines up. You tighten the top vertical bar with your pipe wrench, and once you tighten it down sufficiently, which is 200 foot-pounds, then you are completed.
There are other mechanical splicing systems, but Lenton has a unique taper design, and that's a big difference on the job site. Butch Dugan of Great Western Erectors is impressed with the Lenton self-aligning system.
When you come down with the tapered thread, you get it over the top of the sleeve, let her go. She'll form its own path. You just screw it down and it'll secure itself. When you get it tight, you walk away from it. Go to the next one. And you take a bar and knock it over, or hammer, knock it over into the sleeve, it'll fall down, and the weight of the bar helps you thread it right down into the sleeve.
Couplers without our unique taper are much harder to align and take much longer to connect. Butt splicing with the Lenton A2 standard coupler is fast and frees your crane for the next lift.
From the time the column goes vertical in the air, you should be able to cut the crane loose in anywhere from 12 to 15 minutes, depending on how everything lines up, which if it lines up well, you may cut it to 10 minutes. It's a very quick system.
For even faster cage placement of either complete or skeleton cages, you can use Lenton position couplers on the four corners. Fly the cage into place and get the four-corner position couplers threaded down. Then you can safely cut the crane loose while your crew finishes tying the cage into place. In many cases, working faster means taking shortcuts and reducing the quality of the job. Not with Lenton couplers. It's a better way all around. Butt splicing with the Lenton system actually has other advantages. Congestion in the lap zone is greatly reduced. Steel to concrete ratios are improved, and you can use larger diameter rebar in a smaller column. Mechanical splices also allow for greater flexibility and efficiency in construction design options. Lenton couplers are easy to use and require no specially trained craftsmen. Your crew can be using the system in a few minutes. Pre-caging combined with Lenton couplers is obviously a better way to do a variety of concrete applications.
The Lenton works on columns, shear walls, piers, in any rebar that needs to have a mechanical lap.
You can pre-cage anything as long as you use the right type splice in your application. If you use a position coupler in the four corners, wouldn't make any difference of what type, how long the bars are. Because if you use a saddle tie on a 60-foot bar, the weight of that bar, once you put a wrench on it, the weight of that bar will bring that bar right down into position.
Use Arico Lenton mechanical couplers on your next project, and you'll discover why it's the best splicing system. You'll have improved consistency and durability in your structure. And the simple installation procedure makes Lenton couplers a big hit with the guys who use them.
I've never had any problem out of any Lenton couplers. The system works good. I like the taper because it lines the bars up. It's a good, fast system.
If you'd like to know more about how you can put Lenton couplers to work for you, give us a call. We'd be glad to discuss your next project.